Hey, it's Kristen, your high performance health mentor, back for our series on the top mistakes I see busy professional women and men making that increase exhaustion, stress, pain, and even belly bloat. And today I am talking to you if you feel like you are way too busy to do meal prep. And I'm sure that you're probably right about that. And I can tell you that, the clients that I work with, they're entrepreneurs, they are executives, they are extremely busy. Almost every hour of their day is booked. And it is so hard to think about something to eat when you are back to back to back like that. So here is, in this video, I wanted to give you my top tips to make meal prep fast and easy for you. And if you've joined, thank you so much for joining. Please say hello. I'd love to hear who is on with us today. And if you have any specific questions about meal planning, meal prepping to make it faster and easier for yourself, please let me know. Would love to answer your questions on that. So in my experience, it's interesting because when I start working with people who are really busy, one of the things that I will bring up to them is to hire a meal prepping service, whether that is something where you're getting a box of foods that you can put together yourself, something like a Blue Apron, something like that. Or if you know of a chef who does a meal delivery service and actually having meals delivered to you. I know that sounds crazy pants and it almost sounds like a luxury, but here's the thing. If you have, back-to-back meetings, if you are on the go all day, constantly, every day, it's so hard to really think about putting something healthy into your body because you have to think through the logistics of that. And when you have so much else going on and so much else on your mind, it can really, really be helpful to get help in this process. That was a lot of helps in a row, but absolutely can be very helpful to get help in this process. And I can tell you that, when you do this, you will find yourself performing so much better mentally and physically. It'll be absolutely worth every last penny. I had this girl who was messaging me yesterday and saying, I've thought about having somebody prep my meals for me over the next 2 weeks because I'm about to go into a big launch. She's like, but I don't know. It just seems like such a luxury. And I said, yes, 1000% do it. Don't even think about it another second, because a launch or an event is like a business owner's Olympics, okay? So you think about professional athletes. When they go to the Olympics, they're having everything done for them, right? They have their meals put together for them. They have their schedule done for them. Everything is done for them, so they can focus on the performance. It's the same thing if you are a business owner, or if you're an executive and you're going into back-to-back meetings, or you have a launch, you're hosting an event, whatever it is, you need to keep your head in the game. The best way for you to do that is to have your brain fueled from food, right? But you can't have your brain fueled from food if you're not eating. So it's best to have somebody help you with this process. Now, if you don't have, somebody available to help you with this process, like, somebody to do this for you, like a meal prepping service or a chef or whatnot, then definitely, leave me a message here, because what I've done, and actually, let me give you the background story to this. One of my clients, she was hosting a 3-day event, and I went down to speak at her event and to also help her during her event. So basically she had this 3-day event, and I said, you know what? One of the most important things that you can do during this event is to let me help you put your meals together, because you don't have time to think about feeding yourself. You have to keep your head in the game. You have to think about your content and what you're going to say next and how the event's going to flow, reading your audience, all those good things. And I said, you know what? Let me help you do this. I'm going to put these meals together for you. So I did that for her for the 3 days. She felt energized. She felt alive after the 3 days, and her head was in the game the whole time. She didn't have to think about a thing, it was amazing. So then she had her own event at another point in time. I wasn't speaking at this event, and it was another 3 days. And she called me after and she said, Kristen, I cannot believe the difference that I felt when you were with me for those 3 days and you were putting together all my meals for me. Oh my God, I was able to focus and I felt so energized after the event was over. She's like, my last event that I had, oh my God, I felt like just completely like I was run over by a truck by the end of it. I was cranky. I was annoyed. I needed so much more time to recover. It really cut into my productivity time. I didn't feel like, I just didn't feel like I was at the top of my mental and physical game. Hey, Leslie, how are you, girlfriend? My God, I haven't seen you forever. I hope you're doing well. I messaged you, by the way, because I started my own podcast. I hope you got that message. You should subscribe. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So anyhow, she called me and she told me what a difference it made for her. And she said, Kristen, you really need to create a program to, to help busy professionals put their meals together and not have to think about things. So that's actually what I have done. So if you're a busy professional, you're going to host an event, you have back-to-back meetings all the time, definitely leave me a little message below, because if you leave me a message below, what I can do is I can show you this program that I've designed to teach admins, so administrative assistants, how to help you stay energized during your event. And it's totally awesome. You don't have to think about a thing. So your admin's doing all of the work for you. Now this works even if your admin is virtual. Okay, so pretty cool, because I train an executive and she has an admin that works for her virtually. So I said, great, let me train your admin on how to help you do this more effectively. All right. So getting help, I guess, the bottom line here is that getting help with the process is very, very valuable and can really help you to stay healthy, to stay energized, to stay fueled. So you are productive, you feel lean, you feel light because you're eating nourishing foods and your brain is working at a high level all the time. So important, especially if you are a busy professional who needs to get needs to have your shit together all the time. Excuse my language, but seriously, need to have your shit together all the time. And when you don't have your meals on point, when you don't have time to plan, then this can really, really be detrimental to your performance and your health as a business owner. All right, you guys, it is so good to see you today, to talk to you. Bottom line here, get some help. If you are interested in knowing how you can get your virtual assistant or your administrative assistant trained in how to, advise you to prep your meals so you don't have to do a thing, then go ahead and leave me a little comment below. Say yes, please, and I will send you a personal message, and we'll show you how you can get that done. All right, love you guys. Take care. Bye.